Yo, what up? It's Dylan RC, and this is a review of a D-Like with the DMR-01 deck and FSG rear end. Peace. Before I get into the DMR-01 chassis, let's talk about one thing that's really important that I've never spoken about, and it's this bad Larry, which is okay. So here is the car, the chassis we're talking about today. There's a couple of special things about it. One of them, it is green, of course, and the second thing is that it's also, I would say, probably rare for the most part. And this one is, I would say, more unique than my black D-Like for a couple reasons. One of them being that I don't know of anyone else in the States, or at least that I know of personally, that has the DMR-01. I thought something was falling out there. The DMR-01 deck. The reason why this deck is cool is because it allows you to put YD2 rear ends on it. So this is the Wrap Up Next FSG. I saw DMR do it. This is before I got my hands on the multi-link, so I saw DMR do it. I saw that he had a video about the deck that he made because I was curious about how he got that FSG on there, and I just kind of lost my shit when I found out that he had one. So I ordered one immediately from D-Like. I've just finished it and I've been running it, the YD2 rear end, and I can tell you right now, this is by far the most responsive rear end that I've had on between all of my D-Likes. I have three. I am almost liking this car more to drive than the black one. And I feel like I'm cheating on a spouse saying that because I don't really want to say that. It just runs fucking awesome, man. This rear end is sweet. It's super high traction. It took a lot to figure out how to get it to work because I didn't realize what needed to go into it for it to really, really work. I couldn't just throw the D-Like suspension pins and the D-Like blocks. I had to get actual Yokomo YD2 rear end or blocks or suspension blocks. And it was kind of confusing, but honestly, it's really easy. The one thing that you need to do if you do get this DMR-01 setup and rear end is you need to make sure that you are getting the YD2 axles. These are the Wrap Up Next axles, the high traction ones. I forget the name exactly. I'll link it if I remember. You have to get that because you can't just run the D-Like ones, they won't work. The YD2 axles and the hub, the little part in the center there, just get it. Just get the YD2 stuff. The Wrap Up Next stuff is finicky and it's kind of confusing and I don't understand it. So, again, what is nice about this one is that it has everything that I kind of wanted it to be uniquely on it. I did do a special edition upper hang deck on this. It's actually not as high as the other one, it's a lot lower. This upper hang deck is from Sencut Sen. I designed it. A buddy of mine and I designed it, and we got Sencut Sen to cut it, and they sent it, and it works perfectly. It's just the same thing. Ideally, if I could, I would extend these sides here up further. So not that it's hitting the pinion up front, but it would just allow for shorter distance between where the servo connects from here to this area here. I don't know what that picks is. And I know anyone who actually knows more than I or more experienced than I am, I apologize. But my overall thoughts on this version being an Accumance build with, RSST. I mean, it drives fucking awesome. And I give this stuff a lot of shit, but honestly, at the end of the day, it is very reliable and very good. That's why they're so popular. Overall, would I buy more of these? Absolutely. And I'm going to. So, I'll get to driving. I'll get to drifting. I got the Mustang on it now, which, you know, is one of my favorite bodies. It was my first real body. And if you've been watching from the beginning of the channel, you know that this is, you know, this is a kind of an homage to my favorite car that my dad ever owned. Is a 68 Fastback that was actually marked with an X serial number because apparently that was going to go to Shelby and get turned into a GT500, but it didn't. And yeah, his wasn't British Racing green like Bullet though. His was blue, and I'll have a picture. You can see me watching it. Yeah. So let's get to driving. You get to see this thing run with others because I don't have enough footage of my cars driving. I have more footage of others driving. And none of those are D-Likes. I mean, you don't want to have them. So anyways, enjoy.